So today I went to the yurt and I saw it. It's already up and staked, and we went inside it. We went all around the property. And this is my friend Danielle, by the way. So Danielle's the one who has this dream and vision of having, I keep saying events in her yurt. And so I wanted to bring her on so she can explain a little bit more what we're doing.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? What are we doing with the yurt?
Hi. So, yeah, my vision, the yurt, all of it, it is my family's property near Missoula, Montana, about 15 miles outside of Missoula, Montana. And this property's been in my family's life for close to 40 years. And it has been just a dream of mine, but more, the land itself is just so sacred and such a special place to my family and most importantly, my papa, my stepdad, he has been the tending to the land daily for 40 years. I mean, he's out there almost every single day, and it's 300 acres, mostly mountainside, and there's alfalfa fields and a man-made pond and the water supply for the pond is from a creek, a mountainside creek that's a freshwater creek. And it's just like the most beautiful property. And this,
Wait, wait.
yes,
What's in the pond?
in the pond are these like massive rainbow trout. And when I say massive, I'm talking like the size of my leg, probably. Um, that are probably 10 to 20 pound rainbow trout, and they're just like so beautiful, so gorgeous. We feed them, well, fish food when we can get it. We can I have to order some online, but when we don't have it, we just feed them dog food, like dog kibbles, and throw it out there, and they just like swarm. It's like this um feeding frenzy, which is so fun. But yeah, so that's what's in the pond.
It reminded me of Bali because when you go to some of the temples, they have koi fish and they sell you fish food and then you feed all the koi fish and they all come splashing and running towards you. So it was like that.
Yeah. Yeah. We have plenty of videos. Maybe we'll overlay some
Yeah,
on
yeah.
here to show because it's
It's pretty
pretty
cool.
fun, pretty fun. So yeah, and the property itself is just, I mean, I can't say more about it. It's just a really beautiful property and really great location as well. And my vision is to host events and to facilitate healings and to offer the land as sort of like a community space that's this sacred space for people to come and to feel alive in their most authentic selves and whatever that means. I mean, I have a really big picture vision for it. Ultimately, like I would love it to be a kind of retreat space, and I'm starting with one canvas bell yurt that I've gotten. Papa and I got it up this weekend, and it was really fun. It was really hot. It was like in 90 some degrees, and he and were out there building it, putting it together, and it was a really special time for us too, to like
Yeah.
he and I bonding out there over sweating, hammering stakes, like long stakes into the ground. And yeah, it was great. I think not, maybe not for him as much. But I'm starting with the 1 year, and hopefully the vision is to add more and to potentially have permanent structures out there that offer more, um,
Infrastructure.
yeah,
Like
infrastructure
like
like
bathrooms.
bathrooms and um, yeah, we're starting with a porta potty and the yurt, but um, it's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah. And starting out though, it's not going to be overnight things. It's just going to be like day things, night things because we
Hmm.
talked I think the first thing she told me was I want to do a full moon, like a full moon ceremony, right?
Hmm.
And a new moon ceremony.
Hmm.
So that was the two things that like when I asked you came right off
Hmm.
the top of your head.
Yeah, because I'm a astrologer. I'm um a plant medicine facilitator. I am a Reiki master. I'm a just a modern day mystic, whatever label you want to put on me. I do all things, live in sort of the esoteric healing world. And ultimately, I want to bring that and offer that in some form or another. And the new moons and full moon ceremonies just sound they're just so special because I have a group of women that I do this with in my own personal world, and I would love to share that with the community and the magic that happens when we gather, and especially when women gather. The magic is just like there's moments where our souls come alive together and it's just so beautiful and yeah, I can't even put it into words right now, but ultimately, yeah, I want to do new moon circles, full moon circles. I want to do um equinox, all kinds of different ceremonies. What?
I was just thinking, so for those of you who don't know what a full moon circle or a new moon circle, it probably
Mm,
sounds
mm,
woo woo and whatever, but actually it's pretty grounded and it's all about setting intentions basically monthly or like by like every
mhm,
2 weeks.
mhm,
So you're releasing things that you want to let go of from your life and then setting intentions for what you want to bring into your life or what or like how you want to change and be better as a person and things like that. So it's it's more about just these cycles monthly that happen that you're just being very intentional
mhm.
with yeah, moving through each month, setting it's
Through the
like
moon cycle.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And for someone who, in business, you're setting goals and you set monthly goals and yearly goals and it's kind of like that, but it's more for your personal growth and
Mhm.
health.
Yeah, the moon
It,
moves in cycles, and every month there's a full moon, every month there's a new moon. And the new moon is when you want to plant your seeds, depending on the moon that's happening, because astrologically there's different aspects, and I could go into this for hours. But different new moons traditionally are to plant the seed for the next 6 months. Um, and then 6 months later, the correlated full moon will happen, and that's when the full release of those intentions have been set. And then the full moon each month is releasing something based on all the astrology that's happening in the sky, but just generalized. It's just a good time to sit with yourself and to see what it is that needs to be released from your life. And likely that doesn't mean like a person, a place, or a thing. Maybe it does, but oftentimes it's a mindset or it's a pattern or something internally that we need to work with and to release in order to move forward. So, like Katie said, um, it's like setting goals for yourself, and it's such a beautiful way to move through the energetics of the world because naturally the moon is moving us. It moves the ocean tides. It's moving us as well, and so it is magical when you start to work with the cycles of the moon too. So yeah.
and being able to come to this beautiful place
Hmm.
in this mountain town in a bell yurt and do it with a community of people who are all
Like-minded.
like-minded and moving in the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, the
cycles.
energetics of it too, when we gather and when we're setting intentions together as well as for our own personal beings, it's like the energy of the space is just amplified and it just feels so good to be connected
Mhm.
too in such an intimate way with others that are like-minded and that want to create magic in their life. So,
And this is so special, I think, because we're trying to create more in-person
hmm
relationship and community
hmm
because the digital world is so big and it's great because it's connecting us all. And it's also, this is just my personal opinion,
hmm
but and it's also, I feel like also separating us from these, physical connections, being close to each other and in community with each other. And so I'm excited to yeah, just
Yeah.
create spaces to be
Yeah.
closer to people in person.
Yeah. I think that's, I mean, you and I are on such the same page there in that we are so disconnected from selves. And it's interesting because Katie and I both have platforms. She's on YouTube. I'm on Instagram and TikTok and moving towards YouTube as well eventually. But it's interesting because her and I both have our platforms, yet we are yearning for these in-person connections that are getting so stripped away from us due to the socials that we're on. And I think that it's going to take people like Katie and I to create communities like this and to talk about it through our platforms in order to create these spaces. And that's a huge part of what I want to do and what my vision is with this year is because yeah, we are so disconnected from ourselves to start with. And that is because we're so connected
Mhm.
here. And so when we can tap back into ourselves, and that's the magic that I use within my modalities and working with my one-on-one clients, is tapping back into the connection with self, to trust ourselves, to learn to know ourselves better, to remember who we are at the soul, at the core. And once we start to remember that, then we get to really find our people
Mhm.
and who we are magnetized towards. And that is the vision of this space is to be able to find our people and to come back with our people
Mhm.
again that we've known for years and just to have that community and that safe place and to have like-minded people and um, to heal, to hold, to have pleasure
Mhm.
and joy and playfulness and to experience all of it,
All of it.
all of it.
And I want to layer that with kind of what I've been doing and where I've been. I just spent 3 months in Bali. As most of you know that have been following along, thank you so much for watching. And I was so, so, so lucky to build a community in Bali, a community of people. And this vision of Danielle's, especially for future and making it more of a retreat space and where people can gather, my hope is that we can have more people globally come and be a
Mhm.
part
Yeah.
of this where we can all connect in phys
Physical
when I say
form.
physically though, it sounds like
Yeah. In physical form.
in
In,
physical form,
yeah.
like in person,
In
in person.
person.
That's what I'm trying to say. Where we can all connect physically
Yeah.
sounds,
In person. There you go.
yeah. So I really want to, yeah, broaden the community. I still want to build community globally, but it'll be so amazing to have places like yours
hmm
where we can all come together and be together in
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, and I think that that's huge because even I love that you say that because for me, like I said, I have my own platform and through Instagram, I have grown a beautiful wide web community of people that are my soul family and that I want them to come and experience it here, just like you watching Katie's channel and being on her adventure, to be able to come to Montana where she's rooted and it's home base for her would be so, I just got goosebumps. I just got full body chills.
Right?
It's just like so magical to have your people see the magic of this mountain town and how beautiful and gorgeous it is, and to share that
Mhm.
is one of the greatest gifts to see where we are from, because where we're from,
It's special
it
for
is
sure.
special.
It's very special.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's our story for today. I thought I would, since I've been talking about this yurt and Danielle, I thought I'd have her on today so we could hear it from her own words. And yeah, we'll keep building this yurt
Mhm.
dream and go from there. So thanks for watching.